Hello, and welcome to Tuesday Night Gaming with Bubbles and eventually Obi. He's off getting me a snack, though. Yes. Hello, Crimson. I can never remember the intro. I know. Gasp. Gasp. Damn it. Why me? These are fast cutscenes. I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Hey Flame! Yes, this is the first one. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hello. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. Oh, there's an option to slow it down. Hey! Yeah, it doesn't give me a text skip. Oh, gotcha. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Ooh. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
Oh my god, your hands are cold. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah.
Nick!
Hey there, Larry.
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Also, hi everybody.
What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
My name is Phoenix Wright.
wondering when you were taking.
Here's the story. The first case is a fairly simple one. Unfortunately. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. It was a really convenient name. The 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. That's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. In case you weren't aware, sweetheart, it's good for you to know this. Murder is a serious, serious charge.
Huh.
For your client's sake, hope you can control your nerves.
Rude.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
That's not how this works.
Yes, Your Honor.
The bar was my test.
Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. Test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butts.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Oh... No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Yep, Joker's coming out tomorrow, just in time for us to... do our... Smash Night, which is amazing. Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. Just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Didn't feel like begging.
Cindy! I guess I can't look at it further.
Yeah, no. You can go to the profiles, though, and that will show you Cindy Stone, age 22, the victim in this case. A model, she lived in an apartment by herself. In Winston, Maine. Mr. Wright, who was the victim in this case?
Cinderblock.
Close. Victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct? Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Hit with a blunt object.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
I pay attention to cutscenes.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. That is what we call a test of minimum competence, ladies and gentlemen. It's basically the bar.
Except not.
That's what the bar is.
Yes, but it's not like that.
Yeah. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes?
Yes? No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you go right ahead.
But sweetheart, don't you want to do it?
I mean, I can.
I've got. Problem is, so many of these characters are all male.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you're just got to take some. You can have the wimpy prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
Okay. Good night, Flame Boy.
Good night, Flame. I can't. Oh. Hi, Beige. I really just saw that. Okay, you're the judge.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record.
Statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It is rather heavy. Right.
Wrong.
Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Well,
Beige,
right.
to be fair, Bubbles isn't looking at chat. And I responded to you because you mentioned the Joker coming out tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I don't look at chat.
Bubbles is bad about that. Bubbles, I have to tell Bubbles when chat says things.
Mm-hmm. Usually, alright, and check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention! You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, and it will be!
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway?
Mr. Butts, can you describe...
Nope. What you described.
What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar? Butter, sugar, flirt.
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. Oh, dude.
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Hilaire has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
So, stop him from answering.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Huh? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
What do I do?
Gameplay-wise or legally speaking?
Legally speaking, he has to answer honesty, otherwise he's in threat of perjury.
Legally speaking, he has to answer honestly, and if you know for a fact that your client is lying, you are supposed to notify the judge.
Now, what's a game answer?
Game answer? I don't know that it makes a difference.
Okay.
Because, at least here at the beginning, I don't think it makes a difference. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Huh.
You didn't think it would work, did you? Order! Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't at home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. I forgot what Payne's voice sounded like.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness to prove. Who can prove Mr. Butts is lying?
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? Like how he's shocked someone would lie in his courtroom.
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sowett to the stand. Sowett. Mr. Sowett.
Do you want me to make this worse for you right now? Since you've seen that one?
Yeah.
What's the prosecutor's name?
Payne?
What's his first name?
Winston Payne.
I love it.
Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? This is you.
Why do I have to do it?
Because I'm doing the prosecution.
I'm doing literally everybody else in this courtroom other than Mia.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Murder.
Witness testimony.
Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright. Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Your Honor?
Oh, right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
You're a terrible attorney.
Rude.
Why? You exposed the lie.
Why? You is that a period, sweetheart? It's comma.
Yeah, but I'm like, he's supposed to be an attorney, and he doesn't know the basics of litigation.
This is his first case.
But he should know what cross-examination is.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Also, you're not really exposing the lies so much as the holes. You exposed the holes in the testimony the witness just gave.
I mean, lies? What? He was lying?
Yes. Yes, he was. Your client is innocent, right? Then the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
You guys couldn't see it, but Bowles did the whole, even give a whole dramatic turn to look at me when she said guilty. It was well done.
Oh, thanks.
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence.
I like how you read it that way, and someone could have reasonably been like, "You hold the key. It's in the evidence." But no, you're like, "You hold the key, moron."
He's supposed to be an attorney. He went to school for this. You can't just become an attorney without going to school.
Tell that to Kim Kardashian.
I know, right?
You were just like boop, boop, boop. I even saw you realize it as you said it, and you were like, "No," as you walked off that edge.
Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Also, why was this not all done in pre-trial? Why are they just not seeing all the evidence at trial? Someone should have asked for discovery.
Did this one not show? Oh, it might not show this until after. This isn't a fictional version where they have expedited the court process. Also, it's Japan.
Okay.
Despite references to being in America.
Okay.
Unless they've changed that localization.
Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. See, that's totally how she's saying all of that.
Okay.
Open the court records, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Yeah, really, it's basically some fictional place somewhere.
Hmm.
That's really what it is. Yeah, Beige says it's a mix of Japan and America. Okay. So you can see at the bottom.
Okay, well there's the thing. 4 to 5 p.m.
Okay, so at the bottom you see it says press and it has present. You can just go backwards through the testimony too. Yeah. If you press, you ask further questions about that statement.
Okay.
There is no penalty to pressing somebody on what they've said.
Okay.
Presenting, if you present evidence, that either contradicts what they're saying. When you do that, there is penalties if you start getting that wrong.
Okay.
So like if you try to present the thinker statue right here, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
They'll hit you with the penalty, and I'm assuming that's what that bar in the top corner is.
Okay.
But yeah, like whenever I've played these games, yeah, I would press on literally everything. Because sometimes you don't know what you're looking for until you've done that. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Of course. What the witness means is that he saw a man... Oh, sorry. That the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next?
And sometimes that'll happen. You'll get nothing out of it. It'll do you no good, but it will move you on automatically to the next one.
Okay.
So... And there, you can... I think always press through literally everything, and then it'll either... There'll be like a little scene where they're like, oh, we missed something, and it'll kick you back in to then where you can try to figure out where you need to present.
Okay.
What's the bar in the top right? I assume the bar in the top right is the gauge of if you miss too many things in these games. The judge says, "Okay, you're done," and we'll find your client guilty. So, presumably that's what that bar is. It didn't look like that in the handheld version, so I'm just guessing. It's just conjecture. But half open, you say? Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next?
Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Well,
I was gonna say, do you want me to start doing saw it too?
That's fine if you want.
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
I like how skeptically you said that. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So, you looked into the apartment. What happened then?
Yes, Bundy, I did see the Smash announcement from today, and Crimson, I imagine that it would take at least 2 button presses to make the mistake. Because you have to do 1 button press to bring up the court record and 1 button press to present the evidence. So that would always be the minimum to do that and then to go through. The more impressive thing would be a run that uses the fewest number of button presses to win, because then there's no pressing on things that don't matter. There's no false or accidental presentations of the wrong evidence. Like to do that when you are not super familiar with the game, that would be what's impressive.
Are you sure she was dead?
Sorry.
Well, no. I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next?
I'm just doing what you told me to.
No, it's a perfectly valid approach. You could also, if you decide in your own how you want to play it, to only press things that you think are worth pressing.
Okay.
But, so you didn't touch anything in the apartment. Oh, sorry. You were.
Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Yeah, that's suspicious because he says he picked up the phone. Thought to call the police. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Crimson, usually if you press something that's already been pressed, you get the exact same dialogue.
The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And the phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Park in front of public phone.
Yeah, because usually what happens is if you press somebody on something,
Why use a public phone?
and it causes
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone.
it causes something else that should be pressed or
Being
added
in
in
the
testimony, they'll add it in there
Of
so
the
you can press it
afternoon,
separately.
There was no answer at the nearby apartments.
Ah, right. What time did you call again?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
Seems really confident.
1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. This is what I was saying earlier.
X to present. Objection! Boom! Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that! Oh, this... His voice. I can't even do that voice. This is trivial! The witness merely forgot the time!
He's a really bad criminal. I mean, yes. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. She's just full of these little cliche things, isn't she?
Yeah, she's your,
Wait! I remember now!
Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery.
Should have gotten some discovery before this trial.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do. I've
got this one.
I'll have it if you don't.
Do you got it?
Shouldn't go back.
You said heard, not saw?
Yes, heard.
Yes.
All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. He heard it, but he had on a watch.
Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest that he wouldn't hear anything.
Have to agree with the prosecution. Oh, witness, continue your testimony.
The electricity was out.
There it is! Are you sure it was a television and not a radio?
Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. Can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Fisher! Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified. He heard the time. Should I do that here?
Yeah, no, sure.
I don't know, that's what I'm asking.
If you wouldn't do it here, then where would you do it?
Here? Because the power's out.
I would go with your first instinct.
Okay.
Because this is where he's explicitly saying that it was coming from the television.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is saying it must have been a tape program.
Mm.
Hold it right there! Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Bubbles is mocking the little animation.
I am.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
There we go. What? His hair popped off!
Now, I don't know.
Yeah!
It's possible that they changed it, but I know it used to be you could only present that at one of those two spots.
Okay.
It would make sense to be able to do it at either one.
Mm-hmm. Well...
Defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sot?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait! I remember now.
Oh, do you this then, Mr. Sot? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Oh.
That you seem rather distraught.
Yeah, his hair keeps popping off. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sot. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I think it's one of my favorite parts about this game, is slowly watching the witness deteriorate into nothing.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
Convenient.
There was a table clock in the apartment. What? There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. Killer must have used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
Where'd you get a must in there? It is that the killer used it to hit the victim. You're like, the killer must have used it!
Conjecture.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. You got nothing?
No, this is just, this is bizarre.
I saw it! Like my name!
It's a clock.
How quickly would this witness have been thrown out in a real trial? So you wouldn't throw them out. I don't want to say it more or less goes like this, but what would happen is the prosecution would get opportunity to question the witness entirely.
Is there only one thing per thing? One like contradiction per.
As far as I recall,
Okay.
but sometimes when you press on things, you can get more information. And they'll actually add it to the testimony,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can press them on that instead. So sometimes pressing is the only way to actually. Whenever that happens, usually you'll get to the you can get to the end, and they'll be like,
You missed something.
they're like, maybe you need to try and press them on something, and so that's usually
Okay.
your cue.
Sorry, I went through yours real quick.
No, you're good.
Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock. So he wouldn't be thrown out. What happened was the prosecution would get a chance to question him completely. Then the defense would get an opportunity to cross-examine him entirely. The murder weapon? And so the fact that he's lying wouldn't get him thrown out. He'd get held in contempt if they could prove that he was knowingly lying. But to have himself just be correcting himself and adding to it, not technically as of yet lying.
But he loses credibility.
Yeah, his credibility goes down. He doesn't get thrown out, but that's for the trier of fact to weigh the credibility at the end of all testimony. So.
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here.
Yeah.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue! Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw-It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As a witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. But he didn't go in the apartment. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright. It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Do I?
Do you?
No. Do I?
What were you just told about that clock?
That it said the time out loud, that he would have had to gone in and tilted it. To have it say the time out loud.
But what did he just say in his description of how he knew what time it was?
He saw it. So yes, I have problems still.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Crimson, nope. It all checks out. He could clearly see sound waves. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he
went into the apartment.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder!
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her! You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order! Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face!
Rah. I don't know what that sound is. What's the grr sound? Oh.
Yeah, so he goes, grah.
right, because I saw it go up like that.
But
Okay.
it was a grah and then an ah. Grah.
That's what I did though. I just did it with more.
So you went grr.
Grr, ah.
Grah.
Grah.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard no. I saw. Ah! Huh. He threw his hair. Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
Escalated quickly. Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please.
Please.
There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor. The clip of sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Case is writing on this. Better think it through carefully.
Oh gosh.
Your Honor, the sound Mr. heard was definitely this clock. Fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the clock.
Oh, actually, we pause right here. You can see there in the corner.
If I get it wrong.
If you get it wrong, that's how much it will take away from the bar.
Yeah.
So, there. That's how you know. That's how you can keep it straight. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
You shouldn't point at the judge. That's rude.
It's pointing at the clock. I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Beep beep.
I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Yak.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! Ha ha!
Ha!
You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing! How'd you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Also, your witnesses can't be saying this kind of stuff. Like, that's improper.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? I was so close.
Damn it.
Oh, there you got it for me.
You're welcome.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Like how, yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
Couldn't do that
Not
anyway.
what that word means. Unfortunately. It sends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Saw It.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. I lose my toupee. And you treat me like a criminal! A criminal!
Technically, you threw it. So
You lawyers are all slime.
rude. Grr. That's a grr. I almost had him.
Quit beating the dead.
Sorry, Larry. Failed you.
Also, murder trials are not this quick.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Saw It.
Mia! I mean, Chief!
Listen up, right. Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. Can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box.
Out of the box.
Don't
Out
waste
of the
time
box.
doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow?
3
Like
hours
you.
slow. Wow.
Figure out the
Rude.
reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I'm going to say yes, because it's obviously the answer I should pick.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it!
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Do you know what the evidence is? Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see if you can pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
I'm guessing the blackout record?
Why would the blackout do it?
Because if it didn't have batteries, it got unplugged from the wall. But they claimed it was a statue, so
Presumably no plug.
no plug.
Go.
I mean, we haven't used the passport yet.
Would
But that hardly proves.
How would the passport prove 3 hours slow?
That's why I said it hardly proves it. Unless Paris is 3 hours from this place. And she took it with her and adjusted the time.
Paris?
Paris.
Paris. The
The
other option. Well,
I mean, it has to be that. That's the only thing, because I doubt it's the attorney badge. Also,
ding!
yeah. Where's your attorney badge?
I don't get one.
Why don't you get one?
Unless I become a prosecutor. If I become a prosecutor, I get a badge.
Do you really?
Because I'm technically like law enforcement at that point.
Why don't you get on this? What are you even doing?
Why are you so rude?
You're rude.
At least on the county level, apparently.
I'm guessing it's a passport since it's the only one we haven't used. And she probably took it with her. And Paris is 3 hours behind wherever this place is.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
I know the answer to this one, and that's the
Is it
problem.
the passport?
Are you wanting me to confirm?
Yes.
It is the passport, and you're on the right track as to why. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours.
Ah, so, yep.
When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Boo.
Don't you boo me?
Nah.
And he died. Order! Order, I say! Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? This case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Why does he look so shocked?
I don't know. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
Yeah, I haven't either. Generally, murder trials don't last 10 minutes.
And find the true culprit at the same time.
That's also not how that works either.
Technically, it's been an hour. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Are there cases
People
where
don't typically
you're
throw-
the prosecutor?
Not in this set of games.
No.
And with that, this court is adjourned, but not the stream.
No.
Turns out that Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Poor Cindy.
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Yeah, you do. No. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Also, you would be kicked out of most courtrooms for that attire.
You don't know. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry! Supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Cindy's dead.
Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations. Oh, it's you.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent.
It's a gripping headline right there. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
That's not yours to give away. That's still evidence.
Present? I think it would
A present?
more like
For me?
innocent butts. Yep.
Wait, Wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I'm so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't think his name was Harry. Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
The statue?
But why?
Because he made it for her,
So?
and she kept it all this time.
Like,
Well,
he thought they were still dating.
It's
Wasn't that
certainly
long.
not her autopsy report. I doubt
She
it was
bled
her,
for him.
I doubt it was her passport. And probably not the blackout record. So I'm gonna go with the statue.
But why? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Scrim says, clearly give the badge. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
No, I'm making blush.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. Glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
And in the heart of the
You
cards.
know. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. I'm not going to die because that sounds like the last words.
She's still there.
Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
There you go, Crimson. Innocent butts. Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah. Part, at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Along with that dinner?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Maya? Mia, excuse me.
Maya would be with a Y.
A Y and an A? I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
See? That's why you don't give away evidence.
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
He killed someone, didn't he?
Who?
Larry.
Why would Mr. Butts do such a thing, sweetheart?
I don't know.
So, like, that was obviously the tutorial one.
Mm-hmm.
Bring, bring.
It's making the sound, love. Hello? This is Maya. Maya.
Yeah.
Not Mia.
Maya Mia?
Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy.
This is the
How have you
Bubbles
been?
Show.
Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about an upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, The Thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing.
Who would name their two daughters Maya and Mia? That's just
If they're twins.
asking to get names wrong.
Yeah. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. That should have been in the other color. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pretrial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal.
Those Japanese
okay,
burgers.
sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Why are you so squirmy?
You squirt. Oh!
Oh,
Why
sorry.
are you just This is why. Because when I sit still, you elbow me in the head. Faye and Co. Law Offices.
Now, Miss Faye.
Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Ho ho! You're not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
They have one of the most expensive meats.
Who has one of the most expensive meats?
Burgers, I guess? I don't know. Or do you mean Japan? Ho ho! My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. Japan, he meant. Okay. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. They just gave away the ending right there.
Yeah, they did.
Red, white, blue.
Like,
September 5th.
Japan has Kobe beef.
Yeah, that's probably what he's talking about.
Or, Wagyu.
Wagyu burger.
Waste of...
Yeah. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. You just means beef from Japan. It's true. She said her sister was coming over.
But it's not, though. It's a specific breed of cow. Not all beef that comes from Japan is Wagyu.
Wagyu beef.
What's that smell? Blood?
Actually, nope. Wagyu is any of the 4 Japanese breeds of beef cattle.
So it is a specific
Kobe is
cattle.
the specific one he was thinking of.
Okay, but Wagyu is like they have other cows other than those 4. Is what I'm saying. They have cows. Like
The way it's worded, it says any of the 4, as though there's only 4
well,
in Japan.
there's probably 4 native breeds.
That's possible, yeah.
Because I'm sure they've imported dairy cattle.
Anyway. Here's where you can start examining the actual stuff. Like looking around, being like, oh, what's this thing?
Does it turn a color?
I have no idea, because it was originally on 3DS. Or it was originally on DS, so you had a touch screen. And you would just touch around. So like, I have no idea.
Yeah, like nothing's like... Oh, maybe I'm just click on the door?
You might not be able to investigate anything right now because he wants to go and check on her.
How do I go and check on her?
Press B. To the office. That smell. Blood. You laughing?
Sis.
Someone's there. So not twins.
Nope.
Chief? Chief? Chief!
Oh, they have the same necklace.
What the? Using chat as brief note-taking. Oh, never mind. He's taking notes for something else. Got it. Okay. Who are you?
She is faint.
She did just find her sister dead. Strange girl dropped out cold. Left her lying on the office sofa. Went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. Could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, began to fade. Till finally she was cold. Chief.
Okay, there we go.
It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this. But if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. Probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Add to the court record. Some glass shards near the chief's body. Some pieces of the glass light stand laying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Word written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. Better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Do. That's a lot more beneficial than on DS because you just had tap, and like then you were like, okay, did I actually tap this or not? Because it didn't have a thing. So, much if any of being a lawyer is detective work? It's very process, but that's more like coming through files, right? More or less. There is
like their lawyers don't go out in the field. It's like kind of like how CSI don't solve the murder.
So I will say. On rare occasions, lawyers will sometimes go and do some some light investigative work. Because sometimes like if there's no evidence for what you need there to be evidence for, you've got to go find it.
Yeah, but it's not like this. Like, if you came across a murder scene, you're not going to start combing through it. You're going to rely on the police for that.
Yeah. What does sometimes happen, though, is prosecutors will sometimes go to crime scenes. After the fact. Not like this.
Yeah.
Not before it's been processed and locked down. Scare like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. It's okay.
Maya.
It's okay. I'm a lawyer.
Maya Fey.
Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt?
Don't do that.
I thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom.
It's because there's no. Don't do that.
She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened?
I came in. The room was dark. And sis.
So she was already dead. So you're the chief's...
Sister. I'm her younger sister.
And you were here visiting? This late at night?
Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes. It was in that clock. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Do I show her the note?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know, do I?
I mean... Phoenix seemed to want to. Nick wanted to. His name is Nick. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would sis write my name?
Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police.
I guess call the police from the phone in there?
Might be able to examine if there's a phone in here. I don't remember. The reception desk. I usually sit here. Small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. Couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. Few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Door of the chief's office is slightly open. Better not touch the doorknob. Large painting. Guess you'd call this modern art? I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. Ouch. Sofas for clients. It's leather. Real luxury model. So maybe you do have to go to the bag. Right! Better call the police. That's funny. The screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Oh, no. This is you.
Police! Please, come quick!
What was that? Aim for traumatizing. Oop. Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Perfectly normal office desk. Chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Phone receiver's missing a few screws. Better not use it. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Oh, the police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. Received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me!
Eek!
This word Maya here mean anything to you? This is what you get for not calling police immediately, basically.
That's my name.
What? Victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer? I'm not...
Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What? But I'm her sister, not her killer.
You can be both. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. I needed a nap. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. Had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Child, welcome to the courtroom. How you doing?
Visitor's room.
I guess now we're in the detention center, but... Wow. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh. It's you. A lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up.
Really?
Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No, no one could. Who would believe me?
Who would believe that you didn't murder your
Even
own
you,
sister?
when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
That's different. Did I look at her like that?
Also, why did Mia's boobs grow?
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I never thought.
It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Better wake up.
Huh, that sounds like fun. Well, I know who to go to now if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years.
Yep.
That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Oh, burn.
Burn. That's what she said. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, you can't just sit by and watch. What do you think of the person who did this to Mia?
I know.
This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. That's it, baby. Examine the holding tank.
Yeah, I will.
It's been something I've been wanting to ask you. Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Ask you.
Yes?
What's with the outfit? Rude.
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Kind of rude to be like, what are you wearing? Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
Spirit medium. Pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes.
Right, wake up.
That clock shaped like the thing.
The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things.
Coop. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Oof.
Sorry. You have another line, though.
Let's hear it.
Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course.
Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Fae! I knew it. I knew it had to be.
I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart. I don't know what you're saying. Wait a second. You said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I had no idea. Wait.
What?
So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that?
Yes. In training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
Thought that would be too easy. You just be cheated on so much of the game that way. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you for a favor?
Bubbles, wake up.
This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I were ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? I feel like I should accept this. Though it's kind of a smear on me.
I mean...
Because I offered to be her
You
attorney.
did win your first case, like, the day before.
Yeah. Not exactly a track record.
You're not exactly a seasoned veteran. Though you do have a 100% acquittal rate right now.
Yes.
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m. or at 10 o'clock.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
Visiting hours are almost up. You better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry. No, it must be hard.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. In the morning, I got a call from my sister. Showed me one piece of evidence. I think they're...
Clock. Practical qualifies as murder room now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. Grossberg Law Offices. Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Or snoop around now. Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is. It's probably the most expensive one available.
No commentary on the sofa?
That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster.
A comfy chair.
Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny. I don't think they've ever been read.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Now, did you look at the rug? Oh, okay. I tried.
Okay. Do I need to go back to the law offices?
No, do you?
Oh, no, do I?
Swear, you're running this investigation.
I'm getting really tired, though.
I hear that. I hear that with the yawning.
Yeah. Just really tired. Probably not. I'm probably just go back to detention center. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer?
Sorry. I haven't seen him yet.
I see.
I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. September 6th, Faye & Co. law offices. Offices filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Do I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were...
Detective Suede Shoes.
Detective Gumtree. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, got the name right. Get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick.
Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? We got business here. Better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer.
Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name that no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? Mia's desk.
Aha! See, you do too.
Perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia.
There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. Should check it out one of these days.
Except it's all faded because it's like right opposite this window.
Speaking of window, the sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way.
With nosy busybodies. Calling it murders.
How dare they? How dare they call in a murder? About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report. That's all.
Autopsy.
Single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous.
At 9 p.m.
About Maya. Yeah, looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? Says put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. Sure you know what that means. You're being a lawyer and all.
Oops, I dropped the controller.
Baba, don't drop the controller. That's how people go to jail. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you know him, don't you? I know. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. Won't stop till he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. What's your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know. She could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, and also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
Bad for her. By herself up on that mountain? So who is this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow. So what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and that the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me. White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
So you want a hand?
Yeah.
Go back to the law office, to your office. Pull up your court record. See if there's anything there that will help you.
Oh.
You have to go back, because you have to go to present. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me.
Tell him straight. Tell him not so straight. What's the best answer?
I don't know if it matters, honestly.
What should I pick?
I mean, what do you want to do?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Just believe in yourself, sweetheart.
No, tell me what to pick.
I mean, I feel like you would want to go not so straight.
Actually, I was thinking I'd just tell him straight.
Well, then just tell him straight. Why do you ask me if you have an opinion? If I tell him what I want, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter. Oh, no, it's just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. Cell phone has a lot of numbers on it. Like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Ugh. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. Any suspicious call records in there, after all? You didn't notice a recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Because I've asked all the questions I got. Flattery works wonders. Agreed, Crimson. Agreed.
Oh wait, there's one more thing I wanted to mention to you. Don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
What?
All those lawyerly ways.
Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her.
It's an interesting outfit.
The witness? Yeah, Miss April May.
No.
What?
April, May.
I'm sorry about this. I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. I think it's the exact conversation that you saw at the beginning. So. May, Maya, Mia, all very similar names. You're not wrong.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
And myself, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of a beautiful eyewitness.
Pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one.
It's gonna be you, dummy.
There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. What's inside? Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? She was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Flowers are fake, as expected. No sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. It would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Do you think you could tell me something? Can you describe what you observed at the time of the incident?
Ooh, observe. Incident. Talk like a just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Thanks, Miss May. Can you just who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer. Are you hitting on me?
No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is that you do?
Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. As you can see, she is a delight.
I like her.
Of course you do.
I mean, she seems to maybe be an escort, maybe?
Rude. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go looking for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Oh! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
Oh, so you're the one they say has been looking for me.
Yep, that's me. Look, he looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? Not particularly busy these days.
Excuse me.
Jeez.
Please proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it!
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey.
Oh. Ah, yes. Maya Fey. Go on.
What a strange reaction.
Achacha. I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go taking cases on at day's notice. Nope, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How'd you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? You confused me before I even got a chance to ask him. Why tell Maya? How do you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see.
The client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. No time to argue with you anyway. Go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. Beg your pardon. Could you leave now? Nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? Sounds like corruption, says Crimson. Thoughts?
I agree with Crimson.
How'd you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
Mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy, yes. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
Wasn't interested.
It's not for sale.
Not buying! Jeez.
It's totally got a safe behind it.
Sweetheart, why would that be the case? And now you're back in here. What you gonna do? Hiya.
Ah,
Hiya, Maya.
you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He's all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Should I just leave her and go home?
No! Defend Maya!
Made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. It's not how that works. Why?
Why?
Why? Well,
I don't know why, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Cause that's how lawyering works.
bah!
Yeah.
You're fine, and then you're like, bah! I don't know what I'm doing, but that's how it works. Bah!
Yeah. Can't abandon you? Someone else is the culprit. Who's the lazy guy? Advice on which one I should take?
No,
No matter.
I'm aware of it doesn't. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is.
How do you know?
I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. There's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, is that all an act? The way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad, more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long, long time ago. Did she just ask how he knew that if she didn't do it, that means someone else did? She just... did she say that?
Wait, what was the question?
Crimson says, wait, did she just ask how he knew that if she didn't do it, that means someone else did?
No, she asked, how do you know I didn't do it? Why did he become a lawyer?
It has
Because
to
someone
look
has
out
to
for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. He says, oh, that makes more sense. Yes, it does.
That's so kind of you.
Don't start crying. He said, I'm going to start crying. We're all going to be crying. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
Whew, she smiled at last. Looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. What was inside that strange woman's drawer? So when I tried to look into that drawer, that she got all defensive. Has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the facilities. If you have no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Doesn't seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself. Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick! Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Could it be murder? The screwdriver is sticking out of that half-open drawer. I can't see what's inside. It's not a screwdriver, it's a toy. A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing a thing like this? Found in Miss May's hotel room. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May.
It's actually a sting operation to catch Mr. White.
Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? The story behind all this, I know it. Using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy? Still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court!
Different kind of tango, then.
To be continued.
That's good, because I might have to call it a night, because I am exhausted.
Okay. Well, you heard her, guys. Apparently, we are ending a bit early, but
I mean, if you want to keep it going,
no.
I can lie here and sleep.
You can lie here and sleep.
Yeah.
But no.
But.
Go to bed. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this week's edition of Bubbles Pretends to be a Lawyer.
Yes. Just my cell phone. It's fine.
Okay. tomorrow is Smash Brothers Day, and tomorrow is the day where Joke comes out. Oh my gosh! So that'll be exciting. Tune in for some Smash Brothers nonsense. And yeah. Thank you guys for coming out and watching and hanging out and all that fun stuff. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned.
Good
night, everybody.
night.